So like I was saying, how do you now create your own website, and what process does it take for you to create your own website? In case now you want to start a website of your own, it is quite very easy. Probably you are thinking, I'm not a website designer. How do I handle CSS files? How do I handle HTML code? So on those things, I don't want those ones to discourage you, because when I start as well, I started without any knowledge about CSS file or HTML codes in order when I wanted to start my own website. And thank God today, many plugins can handle those CSS files for you and HTML code. So when you install them into your website, when you install those plugins now, so you don't need to handle most of the HTMLs or CSS files. So with your plugins, when you install some plugins into your site, they can handle every CSS, most of the CSS files, and if not everything, most of the CSS files and your HTML codes. If you want to copy some code from one place to another in your site, maybe a Google Analytics codes and some other codes like that, if you want to copy and paste them, or Google AdSense codes. So with just some of these plugins, with them you can able to handle those codes very well, which will not tamper with which you don't have to tamper with the code on your site. And as a novice, if you are tampering with the code on your website, it may affect your website. So that is why it is not advisable, to begin to tamper with the code of your website as a beginner. So, and you don't need to tamper with them. Once you install these plugins, they will be able to do those work for you, to handle those CSS files and HTML codes. So anytime you want to paste any code or you want to correct anything, once you installed these plugins, they will be able to correct those places or place those code into your site, and your site will be running very fine. So, and if you want to create your website, what does it take? What does it cost? So I have a blog post which I've written how to create a blog post using the best host. So this blog post will show you everything on the process it will take to create your blog post using Bluehost. So I have explained everything that it takes to. In fact, I even have a video about it as well, how to create your website using the best tool. So the link to this blog post is in the description below. Just check the description below, you will see the links to this blog post. So on that blog post, there is a video there as well where we can watch it. This video I'm talking about, you can always watch it in that video. I have explained the process in terms of blog, and I've also explained the process in terms of video, so you'll be able to learn from the two. I have put the two into one place for you, so you can learn from that video, you can also learn from that blog post. So everything you are going to need to create your own website, without hiring any web designer, it's on that process. So I have explained it using the Bluehost, because with Bluehost you can create your website with just an easy process. With Bluehost you create your website with just easy process. So, and another benefit is that when you create your website with Bluehost, they have some guidelines they are giving you to develop your website. So even though as a beginner, they have some guidelines, some guidelines, some tips on how to bring to create your blog and how to create your pages. And also to install page builders, to install page builders, they have some guidelines on how to go about it, little by little. Now you will get used to it. So when I started as well, I started as a novice. I don't know anything. I just started, and by God's grace today, it is we are improving. We are improving. Today now is better than yesterday. So that is why I was able to tell you some of these things. I started as well as a novice. So don't think that you cannot start it. Don't think, it will be too difficult. So I will need to be hiring this person, that person, this person to handle this for me. So you don't need that. I'm giving you 100% assurance that you don't need that. Most of the things that you needed to do on your website is some of the things you can do in your home. And if you want to learn more, you can learn as well on YouTube, because those are the places that help learners, those are the people that help beginners, to operate their blog posts, those are the things. So if you want to learn some more skills, you can go to YouTube, search for what you want to learn or what you want to do. On YouTube there are lots and lots of teachings, that will help you, to grow up in developing your own website. So with YouTube, you should be able to go very well. Those are the things that help me as well. So, and don't think it is difficult for you to create your website. You can do it. I'm telling you, you can do it. So you can start somewhere today. Create your website. You can develop it yourself. You can do everything you need on your site yourself. With YouTube, everything you need, you will get it. So, and with the help of Bluehost, with their guidelines, you should be able to come up with a good website. In their dashboard. In the dashboard, they are very friendly. So the dashboard is very friendly. As you are picking this, it's just like a drag and drop. A drag and drop. That means when you pick this, you just drop it here and it's working fine. So it's just like a drag and drop or something in the dashboard. And there are cPanel also, where you have most of the things that you want to put into your website, where you download them and put it into your website. So there are cPanels, control panels means cPanel. So that's the meaning of control panel. So that's the meaning of cPanel. So which means control panel. So on control panels, you have everything you need. They are very, very easy to understand. So those are the things. So, and if you want to create your website with Bluehost, I will advise you that you start with basic plan. So as a beginner, you can later upgrade to Plus or to any other greater plans, that is for those who are operating more than one website. You can start, you can later do that. But as a beginner who wants to learn like me, that's where I started with just a basic plan, just one website. And remember, there is one secret I also wanted to give you. If you are told that that basic is just one website, it is not website, just one website. So in that basic alone, you can create almost 25 subdomains. It is possible for you to create almost 25 subdomains in that basic. So that means you are having about almost 25 websites. That's just your own domain that you purchased. So you are going to create a subdomain, almost 25. So this is another thing I'm going to teach you another day. So, but just know that if you start with basic, you have a lot to gain. If you start with basic, you have a lot to gain. So just start with basic, and with basic, you can do most of the things you want. But later, when you are progressing, when you are now familiar with how to do more with your website and what you want to do more, like I said earlier, you might have 1 or 2 or 3 talents or things you want to show. By the time you are now getting used to it, now you can now begin to expand it. You cannot begin to expand and upgrade your plans. Upgrade your plan from basic now to Plus, or from basic to Pro or Share Plus. So those are the 4 plans they have. They have basic, they have Plus, they have Share Plus, and they have Pro. So on those 4 plans, you can also choose any one that you want to operate in. But as a beginner now who still wants to start, I will advise you that you start with what? With basic. So with basic, everything you need is there. They are giving you your domain name for free for the first year. Your security, in terms of security, they are going to give you SSL certificate for free, and also your WordPress, on which you are going to be creating your posts and your pages, on which you want to create your posts and pages. They are going to install it for you for free. That will be done for free. You are not going to do that for yourself. Immediately you pay for your hosting. You are not paying for your domain name. I've said it in my previous video. Bluehost will give you your domain name for the first year for free. Though in the following year you are going to pay for it, but for the first year now, your domain name, the domain name that you are going to be using for your website, they are going to give you for free. It is free. And when you are installing it, when you pay for your hosting, you're not paying for the domain, you're only paying for hosting. So web hosting, you're only paying for web hosting, so you're not paying for the domain name. So when you pay for your web hosting, then the installation of your WordPress into your site, into your host, will be done by Bluehost, and they will do it for you for free. So immediately you finish payment, they are going to install it for you for free. I've also explained all this process in the video which I talk about, and also in the post which I talk about. So you just need to log into Bluehost website, and also you can click the link below. I have a link below. When you click through that link, if you want to create a website with Bluehost, I have a link below in this video. Check the description below, you will see where they write a tracking links with our company name. So when you click on that links, it's going to take you to Bluehost website. So you are not going to pay any extra money. Don't think clicking that links, going through that links will make you to pay any extra money. No, it's just that they are going to give us some commissions for recommending you. And we are not recommending you because we are not part of them. We are part of them. We are using them. So we know they are reliable. That is why we are able to recommend them. If they are not good, we wouldn't have been recommending them for you as well. We are there. We know what it takes. So just click the link below. It will take you to the WordPress site. It will take you to the Bluehost website. So there you can start doing those things I've explained in the video. So thank you. This is the little idea I want to share with you now for now. So I will see you in my next coming video. Thank you.